For today's video, I am finally reviewing the Kosas Glow IV. I did purchase this myself. As soon as I saw Kosas launched this, I was super excited. It made me think kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, or also something similar to the Say Glowy Super Gel, and I was just super pumped to try it. And honestly, I'm always super excited when Kosas launches a new product because I think I literally have liked anything that Kosas has come out with, so it's always exciting. I have heard some people say that maybe what Kosas was going for with this is somewhat like a combination between the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter and the Say Glowy Super Gel. Now, honestly, I mean, I haven't even tried it out yet. I'm gonna try it out, but the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter kind of has like a little bit of a tint to it where it kind of like evens out the skin tone a little bit. And what, just seeing this from like online, it looks more like something that's just gonna be very glowy. It reminds me more of the Say Glowy Super Gel just from looking at it before even trying it. But I got this in the shade Spark, which is described as a sheer light champagne. This is what the packaging looks like. It's so cute. This does have some kind of like skincare ingredients in here. It's infused with glutathione, vitamin D, and vitamin K. It says it's supposed to give you a glow all over wherever you feel it. Use alone, mix it, or layer it with your foundation. So there are a variety of ways that you can really kind of test this out. And I am gonna try to test out, I think, all of the ways that you can use it on camera today so that you guys can get a feel for how to use this. So this does retail for $38. I got this from Sephora. Of course, you could also get it from the Kosas website, and this does come in a variety of shades as well. It comes in 10 shades, which is really cool. What this is a clean vitamin infused skin enhancer that instantly activates a lit up glow. Use this pearly liquid layered under foundation as a targeted highlighter mixed with foundation or skincare. I wouldn't use this simply as just skincare, but that's kind of funny that it lists that. Maybe that's just Sephora's description, I don't know. But anyway, it comes with a little pump, which I think is really, really nice. I have actually swatched this before just to kind of get an idea, but again, this is the shade Spark. I was thinking originally maybe it'd be closer to the Glowy Super Gel, but actually looking at it more so, it actually looks like it's gonna give a little bit of a coverage to the skin, and as you can see too now, just like putting that on the skin, it almost looks kind of like a foundation a little bit. So I do want to apply it all on its own, just like I would apply the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter or the Say Glowy Super Gel as like a base product, so you guys can see what this looks like. I definitely think this is super glowy. One of the reviews that I watched, I did hear someone say that this is really kind of just like a liquid highlighter. I can definitely see where they're coming from with this because I feel like I don't even know how much this is picking up on camera, but in person I look so glowy. It kind of does look like I just put a highlighter all over my face. Now the Flawless Filter gives you such a gorgeous glow, but I think that this is something that I would feel totally comfortable just wearing this on its own because it's glowy and makes your skin look so luminous, but it doesn't look like overly glowy or like you have a highlighter on your face. But this, I don't know if I would want to wear this completely on its own. I will say it is really pretty though. Honestly, I could see myself potentially wearing this on its own or with like a concealer to give a little bit of coverage over top, and I think that would be really pretty. But it is very, very glowy. Also, when you do look up close, this definitely kind of looks like I have like sparkles on my face. Also, it's definitely like clinging to areas of my face as well where it's almost looking a bit heavy. Maybe I also applied too much, but it looks a little bit more heavy. I feel like with both of these products, they just blend in so seamlessly where it really just looks like your skin and it does not look heavy at all. But this is definitely looking a little bit cakey in areas around my face, I mean, even on my cheeks. Honestly, it looks a little bit cakey everywhere. Maybe not the ideal way to use it on its own, but now I'm gonna try mixing it with foundation. So I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand. So this is just a pump of the Glow IV. And then I'm gonna take the Kosas foundation and I'm gonna take a pump of that. And I'm going to mix these together. Maybe this would be the ideal way to use it, just kind of mixing them together so it's a little bit more subtle. Obviously, I have it on the bottom now, so it's gonna look more glowy just because I have it all over my base. But maybe this can give an idea. Oh man, this foundation is not working for me today. It looks a bit cakey. I actually do really like this foundation. Maybe I just didn't do enough skin prep before this. It's just looking a little bit heavy, like it's kind of like clinging to some areas. Maybe I needed to do some skincare before this. But I can see that this would definitely be much more of like a subtle way to wear it if you don't want it to be as glowy. Mixing it in with your foundation or even a concealer, I think that that would make it look much more natural, still give you a little bit of a glow, but have it look more natural and not as obviously as glowy as it does when you're just applying it on its own. Just taking a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely think that it kind of gives you that lit from within glow without it being overly glowy when you mix it with foundation. I do think it is really pretty. Okay, and then the third way that you can apply it is kind of like a liquid highlighter. So I'm gonna try to just take a little bit and just kind of put it up the tops of my cheekbones as a highlighter and see how that works. Let's actually just take some on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna add some to my sponge and then apply it this way to give it a more seamless look. I don't know. I feel like it's not picking up as much, but it might just be because I already have the glow all over my face. I don't know if it's looking as obvious right now. Also, it does, I feel like on its own, it definitely does give a little bit of a tint to your skin too, which is, I'm sure that's why they have so many shades. Whereas this Say Glowy Super Gel, this is more so, it's not tinted, it's really just a nice glow. So there it is, gives a little bit of extra glow, kind of use it like a liquid highlighter. That looks really pretty and it definitely does give a nice glow. So those are the multiple ways that you can use it. I definitely think I'm gonna need to test this out again because it's looking just heavy on my skin right now. Lately, I have just been loving a really natural everyday look where my skin just looks very skin-like. And right now, I feel like it's just looking a little too heavy on my skin with like the foundation. And when using this alone, it looked a little bit heavy. But maybe it's just because I didn't do enough skin prep. I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys experienced that. If you have tried this, do you find that it like clings to areas on your skin where it looks a little bit dry? Let me know if any of you guys have experienced that. Otherwise, I definitely need to just test it out again, which I'm going to when I do some more skin prep. Really make sure my skin is nicely hydrated because maybe that's why it's looking a little bit heavy on me right now. But as far as the glow goes, the glow is very pretty. I don't think I would use this completely alone just because it is really quite glowy, but it is so beautiful. But looking up close, it definitely does kind of look like there's like shimmer in it. So if you don't like that, you might not really like that about this, but I feel like you also won't really notice that unless you're really looking up close to your face, because from a distance it just looks like my skin has a nice glow, but when you look really up close I can definitely see like some shimmer. But again, just like pairing this with a concealer I think would be really nice, or again like mixing it in with your foundation, that definitely makes it a little bit more subtle, or just using it at like a liquid highlighter. I think that's really pretty too. So I love that there's just multiple ways that you can use this. Honestly, I will say first impressions, I'm not as excited and impressed by it as I really kind of hoped I would be. I do think it's pretty, but I need to see if I can make this not look so heavy on my skin. I'm gonna test it out again. Let me know if you guys want me to do an updated video. Make sure you're following my Instagram. Maybe I'll do an update on there. But anyway, those are my initial thoughts. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section below. If you would like to check out the Kosas Glow IV, I will have it listed and linked in the description box below. Also, if you do want to see my review and thoughts about these products as well, I have done some videos about those, so I will list those in the description box below as well. If you're not currently subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye guys.